Hello everybody and welcome back to the craft room with Tanya. Now, thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to show you how you can turn a bit of a crafting disaster into something that can be really quite beautiful. I made this little, would I see if I can show you that, this little flower. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the shimmer and sheen on that. And it started out as life as a failure. It was a little gold and bronze gilded flake. And I tried to do it with Mod Podge glue instead of using the traditional Gilding Flake gum or glue. And you might be able to see there's little bits. It just didn't work. It dried too quickly and the whole thing was a bit of an unmitigated disaster. I was too busy flapping about to get it perfect as usual. And it just didn't cut the mustard. And I ended up with huge, big holes on my gilding sheet or gilded sheet. So I put luscious powder on it to fill the holes in. And I think it's really quite beautiful. So I'm going to show you what I did. Now this is an old bit of cardstock I've chopped in half. I actually haven't in half. I folded it and ripped it in half. Very, very bold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to very, very quickly foil it. Very quickly. Now I do have a brush in water here, which is not the best way to go. So let me get that out and dry it off a little bit. Gosh, I'd have to get a clean cloth. I'm just trying to dry it off as best I can. There we go. That should do the trick with a little bit of luck. Right. I'll go for the same. It's indigo blue, Lancashire rose, mega flakes, and I love them. They're super. Now I don't need the whole thing. I only need a small section here. So let's. Oh, that's quite a lot of glue. It came out quicker than I anticipated. So let's get this down on the paper. That should be plenty. There we go. Now, I'm not going to fluff around. I'm just going to get these on. Ooh. There we go. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, they've stuck to me. And there's a cutty cut. Load of them. Let's get the tweezers. I love these. It's so much fun. Anybody that doesn't have fun with gilding flakes, you know, I don't understand. There must be something I miss, because it's like being in primary school again. It's just excellent fun. Right, I don't want a big, oh, there. Aren't they gorgeous flakes? Look at the size of them. Now, there's a lot of copper there. Oh boy, or bronze or whatever it is. There's a lot of it, and there's not an awful lot of the get off, you little beastie. The problem is my fingers are covered in glue. All right, let's get a little bit more gold on. Before this dries again on me the way it did the last time. Let's see. And that was a donkey age ago, so you think I'd learn just to keep motoring and not talking. Let me see. I'm trying to get a biggish bit that I can do. Oh, that one came out unbidden. Thank you very much, little flake. Let's just get you on. Right, come on. Let's bundle you down, and we've got bits of everything here. Oh my word, look at the size of that beastie. Oh! It's a life of its own. Right, I don't think I need all of that, but actually, no, I don't, because I'm filling the page, and I don't want to. I want to make it look like I did the last time. I want to have a fail, if you like, so I'm probably covered it too much as it is. Oh, Tanya, you gooseberry bush. As my granddaughter would call me, she'd say, oh, Granny, you are a silly sausage. There we go. Which is a nice way of putting it, isn't it? Now, let me see. Where is my little sponge? So what I want to do is I want to just tap these down. Now, I absolutely know that there's massive holes in this, so don't worry. I am aware. There we go. Oh, it's lovely stuff, isn't it? It goes everywhere. Now, let's give it a little burnish. A little burnish. And We'll come back to that. I'm just making sure it's stuck. Right, there's gilding flakes absolutely everywhere. Now what I do is whenever I have all these little shavings that come off, I put them into a little Tupperware box. It's not called Tupperware anymore, but you get the drift. Anything will do. That's just what I use, and I keep them because you will be able to use them on a little card, and they give you, oops daisy, all my around, they give you sort of like a real grungy feel, which you know I love. Now I have to clean this because I couldn't look at this. I'll put you back in the water. Oh goodness me, I have to give it a little clean because that would drive me bananas. And these flakes, they're all over me, they're all over the table, they're probably in my cup of tea. Oh well. Oh, you're not for coming, are you? Come on, out you come. Here we go. Give that a little scrub. If you can hear hammering outside, I do apologise. We have painters and decorators in at this. Ooh, that's a bit rough at the moment. And whilst it's absolutely wonderful to get the house all clean and shiny and sitting like a new pin, it's not so good for the craft videos. I do apologise. Right, let's give this another burnish. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Now, I don't have as many holes in it as I anticipated because I was too busy chatting. Whoops. I have a blooming big crease in it though. Right, not as many holes as I anticipated. Right, I'm just going to brush that off to the side for the minute. Oh, goodness me, I'm going to knock. I was watching a lady the other night and she says, oh my goodness, I've just had a oh no, what was it? Craft-a-lunch. A craft-a-lunch, that was it. That nearly came out the wrong way. A craft-a-lunch, and I thought that was a jolly good term for it. Right, now, my next favourite. I love this stuff. This is Luscious powder, and I have a lovely colour here called bronze. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill the holes in with my bronze and a little fan. These are makeup brushes actually. They're not there we go. Look, I probably a wee bit too much there, but that's okay. I can go back. Oh my goodness, I've far too much there. Now I'm just filling those little holes in with my Luscious powder. A lot of it. Look. Now I know there's a bit down here, but ignore that. Isn't that fantastic? Do you see what's happened? There's not a hole there. Look. So even if you have a little disaster, let me see if I can get that back into my... Oh, I love this stuff. It's so much fun to work with. This is indigo blue Luscious powder. If you don't have it, you can use eyeshadow. And when you put your eyeshadow on, once you have used it, just spritz a drop of hairspray on it and it will work a treat for you. Just put your hairspray on. There we go. Sorry, bear with me 1 wee second. I'm so sorry about that. That was my lovely mummy. She just popped in to see. She thought I was talking to myself. Oh, bless her. Right, there we go. I'm just going to put this through the big shot. Now, if you are putting anything with, let me cut that actually, with Luscious powder through your big shot, where do I want that? I'm going to position it about there. Perfect. Use a little bit of greaseproof paper. Put greaseproof paper or any kind of, you know, wax paper, papers that you've had stickers on or whatever. Use that, anything like that, so that the Luscious powder doesn't go all over your plates. Now, forgive me a second. So I run this through my big shot. There we go. We'll put that in the bin. There we go. Now let's get her out. She's cut the whole way through. That's the main thing. Out you come, little poppet. No, it's not for coming out that way. Anyway, where is my pokey tool? Right, let's see. There's a couple of pieces here need to poke out anyway. And then let's poke the rest out. Well, this is just a cheap, generic floral die. It's one of the ones. Why did you not come out? If I pushed you back in again, that I got way at the start. I'm covered in luscious powder and gilding flakes now. Look at that. Isn't that a peach? Look at that. Look at the colour and the shimmer. Oh, I do love it. Now let me get these little bits out. It can sometimes be a little bit tricky because the glue holds them together as well, and you just have to poke a little bit more than you would ordinarily. There we go. That should be the worst of them. Are you all off? I do believe you are. I'm getting covered in this stuff. There we go. Isn't that corker? That's how you turn a disaster into a triumph. I love that little trick. And your gilding looks like really, really, really proper. Now, let me clean my fingers before I get this stuff all over my card. Let's see, is that me? And I'll just give this an extra wee go, because it can be. There we go. Hopefully that's it. Now, I have an A5 card. I have cut using this old favourite, which I got from eBay. It's not a fancy dancy one at all. I just put in postage stamp triplicate. And or triptych, I beg your pardon, triptych, and this is what I ordered, and it wasn't that expensive. So I'm going to cut this. I have my 3 little squares and my borders, and what I'm thinking of doing is putting, I was thinking of chopping this up and putting the head up there, part of the body there, and the rest of the stem down here. I don't know if I'm going to like that. I really don't know if that will work. Oh lordy, what do you do? You need to be very careful what way we do this. Right, let's see. I have, where's my pointy scissors? Where have you got to? Where are you? Let's see, pointy scissors have disappeared. They were here. They can't have gotten very far. Where are you? Oh no. I've probably put them in the wrong spot. That's what I usually do. Or they've fallen over the wee carousel somewhere. But they're not. By the look of it, they're not here. Which is a little bit strange and worrying. I'm going to have to go looking for them. Right, let me see. I have a pair of Tim Holtz. Let's put them to the test. They're not my favourite, but my good old Stampin' Up ones are. Now, I don't want to chop anything off that I shouldn't. Right, so there's, oops, there's the head. So that would go there. And then I think I'm going to have to cut that if I want to keep that. Oh, there's a little bit. Perfect. I'd have to put that there, like so. And then this would be down at the bottom. Do we think that works? Now, let's see if we're clever. If we put that leaf, oh, come on, baby. If we put that leaf in there like that, can I use that as if it's a little bit more of the stem? Could I? If I was clever enough, yeah. That will work. Oh, that works, doesn't it? Right, let's get that glued down and see. Right. Right, fingers are still covered in this stuff. So let's try and get this all off without making too much of a mess of the white cardstock. And we'll have to do them all over again. Now I'm going to do this I'm going to do this one at the bottom first because it's a tricky little devil. Right, what glue do I want? I want this two-way glue, and I want my... Now let's see what we do. And let's get a piece of card or something to lean on. There, we'll use that old bit. There, perfect. The wrong way up. Right. Now, we want this. What way did we have this? Going like that, wasn't that it? So all I want to do is put a tiny little bit of glue on the bottom. Put this, it's a wee bit too much glue on the bottom. Put this on as if it was all one piece, like so, and just let it sit and dry. Perfect. Now you will get the rest glued down. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of, just a titchy bit, right like that. Excuse me, and use the zig two-way as well, just to make sure I get it all stuck down. Now, where's my tweezers? Where have I popped those? Gosh, I'm losing everything today. Where are you? I had them a minute ago. For goodness sakes, isn't that an unmitigated disaster? Right, not to worry, I'm sure I have another pair. Right. No, not you. You used to the grippy ones. Where's the other pair? Here they are. These'll do. These'll do. They're not as good, but they'll do. Right, let's get rid of, in case I have too much glue there. Now, I do need to be careful and stick this sort of straight, like so. There we go, perfect. Now, this is the one below. Hands are sticky. So when I'm popping this one on, I want it to be absolutely below that. Do you see that? So let's get you down, sweetie pie. Right, bit of zig two-way glue. Like so. Oh, that's moved on me. Oh, that's not so good. Put another little bit of this on at the bottom. I probably haven't given it enough time to dry. Right, and then does it? I don't think it matters. Right, let's turn you around. It does matter there. Oh no. That's it. Right, I think I've got it. Right, now get you out of the road. And I need you absolutely square. So you're right below the other one. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. There's a little bit sticking out. There we go. Now it's perfect. Look at that. Oh, it's so much fun. And then last but not least, the head. And I don't think that's quite as important. We just need to get it centered. So I'm going to put a little bit of Nouveau clear drying. What are you? Are you just a bit of, right, craft glue in the center? And then I'm going to do the rest with the zig. Perfect. Now let's get you gathered up. Come on, puppet. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? Now let's see. So we put the head, excuse my shaky hands, on like, oops, like so. And oh, it's very sticky. Right, let me see. I'm going to use the other bit of my wax paper just to make sure I've got that all. That's it, stuck down. Now, if you really, really wanted to, look at that. Isn't that lovely? If you really wanted to, let me clean this desk up. If you really wished, you could stack those. And it will give you that little bit of dimension. I know it would make it stand out a little bit more, but I think it's fine the way it is. So let's get everything down nice and straight. And we've another very, hopefully, Tanya, don't speak too soon, because trust me, the way my morning has been going, that might not happen. Now, let's see. Let's make sure we have that straight. Glasses up the nose, woman dear. Does that look right? I just think it needs to go over a fraction of a... That's it, a millimetre. Right, that's a tiny bit of... There it is. Just a little tiny bit of the... Now, let's see. We'll get these down straight as well. So 1, 2, and 3. Now, let's see if we pop you up a bit. Prop you up a little fraction. How's that? That's not too shabby, is it? Right, let's go. Let's get them down. You could put these on foam tape if you wished. I think it's overkill if these are sitting up too much. Right, let me just make sure before I start talking too much that I have that on where I want it. That looks good to me. Let's get you next. Pop it. Now let's see. Oh, that is so pretty. I'm so pleased with the way that's turned out. So just shows you. There you go. You're looking at something and it's... I know I did it as a fail to show you, but, you know, I've done it before with plenty of things like that and nobody's ever noticed. So I just wanted to show you how... how you can turn a bit of... Now let me just keep quiet a minute until I make sure I've got that absolutely spot on. Is that it? Yep. Is it? Just a hair that way. Hair that way. Do you know, sometimes I get these and then I overthink them. I think that's how... Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Now, look at that. Isn't that a little corker? You could use black card. You could use any colour card. I tend to steer clear of black unless I'm doing a sympathy card, because I prefer bright colours on the whole. Now, let's see. Let's pop you up onto a bit of foam tape. I think here we go. Let's give you a little bit of foam tape. Now, there we go. There we go. And peel those off. And our usual trick with a bit of glue stick, any glue stick, it doesn't have to be Pritt. Down you go. That just gives you a little bit of wiggle room to make sure that you have your... I'm beginning to wonder, should I put those on a bit of foam tape, but I don't think so. Now let's try and get this straight. Looks good to me. Yep, looks good to me. Perfect. Get you down. And there we go. A very, very, very pretty little card. What do we think? Isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Well, I'm real pleased with that now, I have to say. Message inside. If you have a little bit of green, none left over here at the moment. I have to turn the sound off on the computer as well. I've none here, unfortunately, at the moment, but I do have another little flower. What I might do is put that inside, just to give it a little bit of oomph. A little bit of green there to say thanks, or happy birthday, or get well soon, whatever you fancy. I think I'm desperately low on thank you cards. So where's my sentiments? Where are my sentiments? Here we are. Come on, sentiments, out you come. Let's go for thanks. Normally I put thank you, but there's not so much space here, so hugs would be nice, wouldn't it? But I think I'm going to go for thanks. No, that's too big. Oh, perfect. Right, now I have to go hunting. Have I enough green? Let's try the green first. Let me just wick you off there like that. Let me get this cut and see. On you go. Come on, chappy. Oops, easy. Because I've been doing a whole lot of journaling, I had to move my scissors. Oh, I'm stuck. Sorry, my chair's got stuck. What? Oh. It had stuck in the drawer. I hadn't closed the drawer. I got the sentiment die out. I couldn't understand why my chair wouldn't turn round. Oh, Tanya, you really should go back to bed, sweetheart. Right, here we go. Look at that. Now, because this is up on foam tape and everything else, I'm going to stack that on some white card. I'm not very good at stacking. I think I have a little bit there. I might be able to cut another one out of. Yep, I'll just get away with that. So I can get another green one. Let me see if that will do. And if not, I can use a bit of white. Not the end of the world. Let's see. Come on. Oh, good job. Let's see. Out you come, little poppet. Good job. There we go. Let's get that little A. Now, this is what I am not good at. I am not very good at all at... That's too dirty. Right, we'll just take a bit of Post-it to clean up. I am not good at this. I actually get quite nervous when it comes to stacking because I've such a shaky hand. I find it very, very hard sometimes to get them to line up, and I've lost my good tweezers. Now, don't panic. There we go. Well, that's not too shabby a start for now. The secret, says she who's not very good at it, is just to squeeze them gently together. Oh, no, that's not too shabby. Look at that. It was still a bit sticky, so do be careful. My S has got a little bit bent by the look of it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I could do with another one. I'm really nervous about tempting fate here, but let's see. We're a tiny bit of white cardstock. And let's cut another thanks. And you just do the same thing again. Exactly the same thing again. Now, do we want it in white? No, I want it in green. Right, so on you go. There's still a little bit of glue underneath that, so it's sort of holding it in place for me, which is terrific. Right, and then let's try this without messing up. It's hard enough stacking one, let alone... Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. Right, let me just get my little S. Right, because with the white underneath, it has to be... No. That's pretty good. Just make sure everything's squished together. Oh, I'm well chuffed for that. Right, a little bit of nervous anticipation there, but we got there, didn't we? Oh, I've went and forgotten to stick underneath this. Right, let's get this stuck down, and there we go. We have a little card completed, and our little thanks stacked and everything. Aren't we going to look the kiddies? Right, now let's get him on in the right spot. Now we want him along the bottom. I sort of want him to line up with this, but with an equally distant space here and here. Are you with me? Isn't that right? I think over a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Isn't he lovely? That S is a tricky little devil. There he is. There we go. That's me. And that doesn't look... Well, I think it's supposed to be a little bit wonky. I don't think it's supposed to be perfect. Then I think... Better, is it? Worse? No, that's it. That's it. We've got it now. There we go. One little card completed. I have no idea where I got that die. It looks a little tiny bit like a memory box, but I can't be sure of that. I'm sorry, I don't know where I got that thanks from. But it doesn't matter. They're 10 a penny, thank you, thanks. I just kind of like that little font. I think it's kind of sweet. So I'm really chuffed for that. And like I said, I think inside I'll use my other one, maybe on the other side. It's lovely, isn't it? Actually, I'm sort of, yeah, I probably will. I probably will use it inside. We shall see. But there you go, another card completed from an absolute disaster. Supposedly faked, but it would have been, trust me. And it looks, doesn't it look superb? You see, a little bit of luscious powder or eyeshadow, spritz it over with a bit of hairspray. Ta-da, there you are. Another little card finished and ready to go to somebody special to say thank you so much. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, excuse the state of the hands, please remember to give me a thumbs up. It means the world, and it does something to my algorithms, which I don't understand. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to check us out on Facebook on Scallion Hill Crafting Community, I think we are. And if you're going to join us, let's see what you're making. Don't be shy. We're a lovely group of people, and we're so supportive and warm-hearted. You'll get nothing but kind words and constructive criticism, if criticism indeed is required. But it's not that kind of group, you know. We're just there to share and enjoy each other's work and lift each other's spirits, and that's what it's all about. So thank you so much for bearing with me today. I hope that hasn't been too much of a muddle. It felt a bit muddlesome, but there you go. Pretty little cards come out of it. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you happen to be in the world. Whether it's morning, noon or night, I hope you make the most of it. And happy crafting. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye now.